Alright, how's everyone doing? I'm back at it again on the C5, down to the wire here, getting everything buttoned back up. So there's two connectors, I don't know where they go. One is this one, I'm still trying to figure that out, and one is this one. So I'm still trying to figure that out, where those two connectors go. Other than that, everything up top is complete. The only thing we have to do is, of course, put, fluids in, but I'm waiting on a wheel and tire from Alex to order, as well as a shock. So that's all we need there. So today, what I'm gonna finish up with is putting the exhaust on. So I've already got, I guess you would call them mid pipes. I already got them just like put on there. I need to clamp them down. So I put those mid pipes on and then put the X pipe on right there. That's pretty much it I'm gonna got going on today. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on real quick. The hardest part about putting headers on is actually the headers themselves, trying to fit them in there. So I'm going to put those in, put coolant in the car, most likely go get some oil, put oil in the car and change the filter. And there is one other sensor that we haven't figured, that I haven't replaced, which is the MAP sensor, which stands for mass airflow pressure, I think so. I forgot where it is. Where is it at? It's somewhere around here. I have it attached to the wrong one. So yeah, I just got the wrong one that goes in that hole. So I need to get a different one. That's about 30 bucks, but that's the only sensor that we need to finish this car off. That, and of course, the suspension. But no, I'm rambling, but car can be started if I just had that sensor, so that's all I need. But anyway, let me go and get started and go finish up the long tube headers. Alright everyone, got the exhaust up. As you can see, sorry about the camera being so close, I'm using my phone. X pipe is up, mid pipes are up. So everything's pretty bolted up and it's on there pretty solid. I'm trying to shake it. So the only issue I have is only got one of those bolts in. I don't even think the second one was in there, but I'm gonna keep on until this car is completely gone. I'm gonna keep on trying to find a bolt that fits in there, just so that I can have both of them on there. But other than that, it's not really moving, and it, with it on there. So the last thing I need to do, and it's actually, oh man, I'm actually at a point where I can't do anything left on a car. So I tried to put coolant in it, but unfortunately, as soon as I put coolant in it, it started leaking out. But I always go to route of putting water in first to see if there's any leaks and to save money so I don't lose antifreeze. And of course, I found out that the drain cock, which is down at the bottom, way down in there, it's actually completely missing. So I went ahead and ordered a new one off of Rock Auto, something like $3. Some might say, why don't you just go to the auto parts store and pick one up? Well, the auto parts store is like a 20-minute drive. 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. You know, it's like almost an hour out of my time to go get one drain clock. Plus, I need to order a new map sensor. Anyway, because this one won't fit here because it's not for this actually intake. So order a new LS1 specific map sensor. So when that stuff comes in from Rock Auto, the sensor, the drain cock, I should be able to start it up pretty immediately. Hopefully I can find out with these two sensors plugged in like I talked to you about earlier. But other than that, that day that stuff comes in, pick up some oil and get this car started and see, hopefully I can get it started and see how everything goes. But yeah, stay tuned to the next one. The only other problem is I probably got to hit Corey up, figure out how the leaking filter control box is wired, because this was hooked up to one of the fuses, and I don't know where this went, and unfortunately there is a second one. So just got to ask him where, fortunately the second one. So I got to ask him where these two wires went and where's the best place to put this, this right here. But anyway, that's the last things, and so other than that, everything else is buttoned up. But yeah, stay tuned to the next one. Hopefully the next little segment that I show here was actually me trying to start the car up. Thank you, and yeah, stay tuned. Alright everyone, here at the final moments, I'm about to put, the last thing I need to do is put the battery in there, which will go, I mean everyone knows, goes right here, because got coolant in there, have oil in there. The map sensor that came in wouldn't fit up to this connector, so what I did is I took a drill bit and I made this hole a little bit bigger so that this can fit. And the drain cock for the radiator came in, put that in, no issues. So yeah, that's all it needs is when we put the battery in there and try to get it started. So here we go. So I'm getting a lot of warnings like reduced engine power, low brake fluid, whole lot of different things. Service ABS. Yeah, but something
smells like it's burning.
Yeah, something happened.
Oh no. Right, crooked.
Huh?
That part.
Well, as you can see, it did start, but I'm having some technical difficulties with said charge system fault. And the charge system is usually the alternator. So the cable's not on there tight. So let me try to figure it out. So I just want to go make a quick little video of the car running or idling, since I figured out what the issue was. One of the throttle body. The throttle body connector wasn't hooked up, was actually one of the connectors. I didn't know where it went. So now idle's pretty fine. So it's idling pretty good. The last thing I need to do is just make sure wires are all out of the way so they don't get burnt. Tighten down the battery. And also I think I might have a coolant leak. So, and I think it's coming from the thermostat housing. So I'm gonna still chase that down, but other than that, it sounds really good, running really smooth. So one of the things I've been messing around with for a while is I've been having a coolant leak around the thermostat housing. So I took the thermostat housing off a couple times and put silicone on there, and it kept leaking. So, and I also been wasting coolant on that. So one of the things I noticed is that maybe one of these clamps, this clamp right here on the left, was loose. So I went ahead and double clamped it, just like I did here on the right, because it was kind of, when you moved it, it kind of wiggled and you know, showed some movement. So as of right now, I'm trying to test it out and see if it's going to leak anymore, because what I was suspecting after, you know, trying to silicone this up nice and tight, is that it was leaking from here and it was running to the front and then dripping from the thermostat housing, but it was actually starting here. So right now I'm just gonna let it run for a little bit and see if it holds. But other than that, car's running great. You know, of course I got a few codes because it's still trying to find ABS and sensor for the front wheel, and it's also trying to say low brake fluid because it's all dripping out there. But other than that, everything's pretty much sound. So all we need is that wheel, tire, and shock, and we're good to go with the car rolling. But anyway, this is going to be it for the car for a while. If you haven't been to the channel before, please like and please subscribe. And thanks for watching.